It's Brandon Chinkimarka, and I'm going to be giving feedback to Tamala. Um, I feel like your speech was very passionate and it had a really personal tone to it, which really just felt like you were talking to the audience more than anything else, which is really good in what you want for a speech. I felt like it was engaging, like the anecdotes as well that you used. It made it feel real and like a real connection for the audience. Especially when you talked about your school experiences, and it just made you look authentic, like a real person and not just someone just going up there and just speaking out. I feel like you had a really strong moral appeal. You framed like sex education as like not just informative, but like a safety issue. This emotion was like it made you connect with your ethics in a way, and it just made you rethink certain things. Um, I feel like you were really consistent, like your thesis and then your arguments were really just balanced and it really just supported one another really well. You stated your position like really early, like parents should not be allowed to opt out. And you supported it consistently throughout like the whole entire speech, which is what you want. I think that you used really credible sources such as Planned Parenthood, the CDC, and the American Academy of Pediatrics to support the health benefits of sex education. I think that using those sources as credibility just helped your speech and helped develop it in such a better way, and it made it stronger. You addressed certain counter arguments. You acknowledged how parents' concerns and sorry, something out of my about values, but explained how schools teach facts and not beliefs. So when parents are like thinking of these certain things, you kind of like address it in a way, like you answer their questions before they're even asked. And it just keeps that thought out of their head, which just absolutely helps your speech in a great way. I think that some things that you could improve were you repeated a few words, repeating Facebook and Snapchat, or trimming like those phrases, like removing them from your speech would just help it and keep the flow consistent. I think that you could add some stronger transitions between like your main points. I think that like now let's talk about what happens when kids learn from social media. I think that that would be a much better like transition than and it would help your audience in a good way. I think that your speech was overall really well done, and I enjoyed learning what you were talking about throughout your speech, and it was really engaging. Thank you.